39. Tonight, some showers possible, then clouds, low 35. And then tomorrow, clear skies, could see some sunshine, high 47. Right now, 31 degrees on your severe weather station, 1480 WHBC. All right, it is Tuesday morning. That means it is time for us to chat with the mayor of the fine city of Canton, Ohio, William Sherer. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Pam. How are you?
I'm great, and thank you to Mr. Pat Wyatt.
Yeah.
He put my name on there, and there's a little heart.
I got to get a shout out to Pat Wyatt with Carpe Diem. They do him and his wife do a great job.
They do. Kathy, thank you as well. I love the smell of this coffee, and producer Nick is so thrilled and happy. Aren't you, Nick?
Very much so.
All right. So, boy, we've got a lot of things to chat about. But let's just start real fast with Public Speaks, because that's been at the top of the news, over the last week or so. And,
Yep.
But council made their choice, their decision. They're moving forward. But it doesn't mean it's going to not come back or end. Right.
I may have my opinion, but it's just, Public Speaks, I believe will be coming back. I do. But it's very unfortunate that the reason the council, and even though I have my opinion, the reason the council got rid of it, right now, there is no issue with council addressing the concerns of any resident in the city of Canton. But the majority of these individuals that are coming to council don't even live in the city.
That's unbelievable.
And the amount of threats, and it's very unfortunate that there were threats online for the assassination for myself, all the council members, that we need to be hung in the square, that the city got an anonymous email of all the elected officials, and they had every social security number for every elected official, that somebody was threatening to put it on the dark web. I'm not even going to get sucked into that.
Right. Right.
But now, with the amount of threats and everything else, now the FBI is involved. We just need to we just need to get the temperature down. I really, truly believe the council will bring, Public Speaks back, because that's a very important part of the process in our community.
Yeah, and, two things. I'll first say that Sharita Gaucher wrote a wonderful article. The repository had a really good explanation in an article regarding Public Speaks. And if it's required, technically, it's not. Yeah. But it's a good thing. And I was telling you off the air that, when I covered city council way back in the day, you were talking about Ray Denzak, and Public Speaks was important because it really did bring good things to light for council to follow up on. It's not like that now.
Well, and there was an individual, there was a lady that didn't get a chance to speak, so I went to her house, over the weekend, because I wanted to sit down with her and her family about what her concerns were. And, her son was shot and killed, and obviously that's a very traumatic event. And she was very appreciative, but any elected official should have the ability to do that, even if we're going through this right now.
Yeah, even if there is no Public Speaks. Yeah.
But I truly believe they're going to bring it back.
All right. Well, good. That's good to hear. All right. So let's talk about some of the things that happened at council. Change order for the traffic engineering maintenance building. Talk about that.
Yeah, so we had a change order for the new traffic engineering maintenance building. The amount was almost not quite $30,000, and that'll bring the project for a total cost of $3.4 million. And this was paid for by service center bonds that we acquired to build the project. The next step is once traffic engineering should be like 98% complete right now. The next step is looking at the main engineering building, but there could be a possibility with the AP building coming in the mix that might come into play also. But we're also looking at everything. But that project's been long overdue for traffic, sign and paint and everything else and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing. We did approve a few annexations. There was one on 2625 Marrett Street Northeast in Plain Township, which is about 2 acres. That is going to be geared towards economic development. And council also approved 2100 38th Street, which is a site of the former Starr County Educational Building on 38th Street and Cleveland Avenue. So the Starr County Educational Center and their board basically gave us a lot. It's about 3.5 acres. And so we're looking to, build residential housing there. which is a really good thing.
Yeah,
So,
that's great.
And which had, that lot's been vacant for more than a few years, so I think that's a good thing.
Council made a donation too.
Yeah.
Important at this time.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
was very happy that council decided to make it, and voted to approve to make a donation. The city is going to make a $50,000 donation to the Akron Canton Food Bank. So even though the federal government is back open right now, we still have a lot of people in need. I mean, even we have federal employees that live in the city that are still trying to get caught up, not even getting into SNAP benefits, and the need is more than ever. And we want to make sure that every resident is going to be taken care of. Now, this 50,000, we were very adamant that's going to be for food pantries in the city only,
Okay.
and so that's a good thing. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
great. That's great.
So.
Also, cost of living raise, because the bargaining units they have theirs. So now this will be for non-bargaining and management, right?
Yes. So council approved a 3% cost of living raise effective January 1st of next year for management and non-bargaining for the city, which is pretty much in line for every other city,
Yeah.
and so, and we're going to have a lot of stuff coming down the pike towards the end of the year. We got to get the temporary budget approved, and we'll be talking about that. And so capital requests from every department. And we had a very, very good meeting yesterday that we interviewed. The city of Canton is looking to hire a lobbyist for the city.
Okay.
And for a long time, and this is coming from a guy that's a lifelong Democrat, our lobbyist was Kirk Sherer
Right.
for a long time.
Absolutely.
And Kirk did a lot of good things for the city of Canton and Starr County. And but right now the city of Canton needs somebody down in Columbus speaking on our behalf about what's available, about legislation. So I think we got it narrowed down to two different firms out of Columbus, and we had them come up and we interviewed them with our team, with my staff. So I think that's a very, very positive thing.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I can't wait to hear more about that.
Yep.
And then some holiday events coming up. I know Light Up Downtown, they have moved to a Wednesday instead of Thursday to avoid the state championship games. But we'll be out on our front lawn as well with the fire department.
Oh, yeah. So Light Up Downtown is going to be Wednesday, December 3rd. I believe it starts at 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to have Holiday Light Up in the Park down at Stadium Park and Holly Pine Lane, which will be this Thursday at 6 p.m. So it's hard to believe the holidays are right around the corner.
It's crazy. Yeah. And finally, let's just say rest in peace to the Wheel Cafe, correct?
Oh yeah. Very unfortunate. The Wheel Cafe caught on fire. They're still doing their investigation. We believe it might have been a homeless individual, possibly, but that's not confirmed. I've been in there more than a few times back in the day.
Me too.
Especially when the Board of Elections was right beside
When the Board
it.
of Elections was right next door and we were working at the Board of Elections, yes, that was I think its most hopping time.
Yeah, I think the Wheel Cafe knew the election results before the Board of Elections did.
I think you're right. I think you're right. It was an awesome place. It was an awesome place. And yesterday I was reporting on the fire and I didn't realize that it was the Wheel until Jim Michaels mentioned it. And I thought, wow, there's a lot of memories out
there. There's a lot of history there. There is no doubt about that. And, the last thing is I want to make sure that we give our thoughts and prayers to Officer, Canton PD Officer, Wagonot. And, the funeral, the calling hours for yesterday and the funerals today, just very, very tragic.
Young man, we were saying,
Just very tragic, tragic accident just driving to work.
Yeah, 47 years old.
Yeah.
And that's tough.
He was on the force, Canton PD's force for a little over 20 years, serving our community, keeping us safe. And, our thoughts and prayers go to his family.
Yep, 100%. All right, sir. Well, good talking to you today, and I know you'll be back soon, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. We're getting the list for next year already.
All right, sounds good. I love it. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thanks, ma'am.
WHBC AM Canton.